Hello friends and welcome to another Pauper League. Today we're playing Jund Wildfire, a deck full of some of the most powerful Pauper cards in these colors. We're just jamming them all together as a Jund deck should. At the top end we have Annoyed Altisaur and Boarding Party. These are going to be our closers. We're spending big mana for these creatures, but they're also going to be cascading, so giving us an extra spell every time we cast them, which is going to be incredible versus counter decks, and then just basically any slower mid-range deck. No joke, these are some of the best creatures in Pauper. And then looking at some of the other excellent creatures we have access to in green, the Sarulf's Packmate has been making waves ever since it was first released. And then Llanowar Visionary, this is a card that when I've played it in black, I've had to pay a life in order to draw the card, and I don't get the tap to add green at all. So Llanowar Visionary is just a huge improvement over Phyrexian Rager. Bonder's Ornament is an excellent way to both ramp, give access to color fixing, and then also to draw extra cards. Kind of does it all. And then Geomancer's Gambit and Cleansing Wildfire are also going to be used mostly for ramp. It'll be very rare that we put these spells towards an opponent's land. We've also got Night's Whisper. This is actually, I think most people realize after Chatterstorm how powerful this card is. Yeah, costs one less than Divination, costs a little bit of life, but the colors fixing is quite easy, and when we cascade into that, it feels quite good. And then we also have one of the best one-for-one removal spells in Pauper. 2 mana, kills almost anything. The only cards that really come to mind are, like protection from black cards, or what's the name of the true name nemesis? Guardian of the Guild Pact. And then rounding out our removal, we have 3 Lightning Bolts and 3 Galv Blasts. We're playing quite a few artifact lands, so we should be able to get the Galv Blast to hit for 4. As far as the sideboard goes, we aren't playing Kark Clan Shamans anymore since Chatterstorm is gone. We are still focusing on being able to eliminate artifacts. I think Affinity is here to stay, so we'll probably have to deal with that at some point. And I'm also going to be trying out some Chainer's Edicts in the board. As I mentioned before, Cast Down isn't going to work every time, so Chainer's Edict might be able to take care of a creature that Cast Down can't. And it has the added benefit of being able to cast it if we cascade into it, even if the opponent has no creatures, and then we can flash it back when there is a creature. Not a huge fan of this hand. We've got Bolt and Packmate, but we have no artifact land for the Gambit, and we cannot cast Night's Whisper. We were on the play. I guess we could go Packmate and find a card. It's just this hand is so risky. I think I'm going to mull this. And of course I just get a way worse hand. Alright, mull again. Okay, this is something we can keep. Let's look at what cards we specifically we're keeping. 3 lands, Visionary, and probably Boarding Party, as we'll try and get to this. It does mean that we aren't going to have Galv Blast to answer an early threat, but it is what it is. Play the bridge first. Windscarred Crag. Alright, so this could be Boros Bully. Oh, nice. We draw a Galv Blast. Let's play Tree of Tales, get another artifact down, and pass back. Thraben Inspector, sure. And okay. That's the Boros Garrison, so it's either Bully or Monarch. I'm not going to use the Galv Blast on Thraben Inspector. Let's put down this Visionary. Draw a card. And we're going to be building towards this boarding party. Knight's Whisper. Don't have any black mana for that yet. Alright, so they use the red mana for Thraben Inspector. Do you have like a Lightning Bolt for my Visionary or something? Nope. Land Cycle Ash Barrens. Get a Plains. Play the... Okay, play the Crag, and they're going to have 4 mana next turn. Cast down. Again, don't have the mana for it. So it looks like play Visionary. Draw land. Nice. Okay, that's even Black Source. We'll have enough for Boarding Party next turn. We have Galv Blast for 4 up. Let's pass back. So for a mull to 5 on the play, this isn't the worst, but we still got a lot of work to do to get back into this. Battle Screech is definitely a pain. We don't have any sweepers in the main, so we're going to have to wait till post-board to get the Cannonade. Let's play Boarding Party, Cascade, get a Lightning Bolt. I'm going to get rid of Thraben Inspector here, make it an easy attack. It's the reason why I kept the red mana up, so that I could Galv Blast if they triple blocked. But we got a Lightning Bolt, so we'll just make the attack easy. How am I doing? I'm playing Magic, so I'm doing okay. How you doing? Another Battle Screech? They are just filling the skies. This is going to be really difficult for us to deal with. And if they have Rally the Peasants, this is going to be an incredibly quick game. I think I'm going to keep the Galv Blast as a surprise. It's just like, I want to use all my mana, you know? Just a Mountain. Let's go with Knight's Whisper. Draw a couple cards, get on their boarding party so we can cast it. Let's do that. Cascade into a cast down. I guess we'll get rid of one of the birds. And attack for lethal. So they got a block with a bird. And they could have a lightning bolt for the other one. Nope. Go to 6. Alright, but we're at 14 here, so they could actually just turn around and kill us if they have Rally the Peasants. And attack all looks like they have Rally the Peasants. Yes, indeed. That's a lot of damage. Go to -7. Alright, let's bring in some sideboard cards. So let's see here. Cannonade for sure. Duress isn't going to look too good. Weather the Storm is a maybe. Let's just kind of put it over here for now. And we might bring that in. Cast down isn't looking too great. Otherwise, I'm pretty fine with the deck. The question is, Weather the Storm. Is Weather the Storm better than Lightning Bolt or Galv Blast? Maybe? Might be better than Bonder's Ornament. I mean, Ornament is pretty good if we get into the middle game. Whether the Storm will help us get there, I don't know. I don't think they're that good. Nice Cascade deck, thank you. Do love a bit of boarding party. Not great. We'll keep it. No turn 1 from the opponent. We really need to draw untapped land here, or Wildfire. Wildfire, this would be great. Damn! Dust to dust. Okay. Next match. Keep this. We're going to be able to go Drossforge Bridge, Great Furnace, Wildfire into a forest, and then can look at playing Visionary on turn 3. Double Stone Rain, yeah, super powerful. Yeah. It, is really specifically targeting the bridges and the Mirrodin artifact lands, but does it ever hit them hard? Okay, Swamp. Oh no, Duress, they're going to take my Wildfire? Ah, it's Ash Barrens, okay. What are you going to go get here? Island? Yep. So it's Dimir. They got a Seer going on here. Maybe like a Ninja next turn, which is scary. But I think that we have a fairly good matchup against the opponent's deck. Because we're cascading, so we're able to like cast 2 spells at once. Go get Forest. Alright, I mean, that's it. Pass turn. You like the look of Pauper? Excellent. Well, I'm always welcoming to more Pauper players. It could be a good way for your LGS to get rid of some of those commons that, just taking up space in the back. And a Visionary. Alright, so we can play Visionary and tap land. We could play Packmate. Could play Night's Whisper, Night's Whisper. Kind of like playing Visionary tap land this turn. They're almost certainly going to have some form of removal, like a Snuff Out. Even if they don't, like, Visionary still trades, which is fine. Oh, nice. Let's go ahead and get rid of that Ninja. Excellent draw. While they're tapped out, we'll kill Ninja. That's great. So, good sequencing there. Didn't really think about that as much as I could have. Could have been like, oh, well, we should definitely play the Visionary in case we draw a Lightning Bolt. And then I have this mountain. But it worked out that way. 2 cards on top. Alright, so if they have Spellstutter Sprite, they can counter the Night's Whispers. I kind of think I want to play Visionary and then foretell the Packmate. You're not actually going to full-on counterspell my Visionary, really? Well, I'm going to Night's Whisper now. Gotta watch out, these Night's Whispers can really add up to a lot of damage over time. Usually quite happy to play 2 of them, but we don't necessarily have a ton of time. If opponent is playing Gurmag Angler, they can close the game out quite quickly. And these ninjas are drawing just a ton of cards. Alright, so they could have another counterspell here. Spellstutter Sprite isn't that scary. Sprite can't counter a Packmate. Alright. Pass turn, hold up Visionary. They'll have to use a removal spell to kill it, but they'll be able to get that card back effectively with the ninja's attack. Wow, they let me block? I mean, obviously I take that trade. I don't know about that attack. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, that makes a lot of sense now. Get the creature off the board, then play the Monarch, and make the game about that. So we're going to have to get some combat in here. Start with this. Okay, I think I would like to Night's Whisper. Lightning Bolt, excellent. Let's take care of that. Do I have any more untapped mana? I don't, huh? So if I play the Bolt, I cannot continue to ramp. I don't think it's necessary to play the Bolt this turn, but if I don't play it this turn, it could be countered by Spellstutter Sprite. Let's just get rid of this. Alright, so the Monarch is a very powerful mechanic in Pauper. It's one of the strongest. Being able to draw a card is a one-sided Howling Mine. And here's a Gurmag Angler, so they're just going to be able to close out the game quite quickly with that. Meanwhile, they're drawing cards every turn. We do have a Monarch card of our own. We're playing Shrek, the Pirate Ogre. Alright, Galvanic Blast does not kill the Angler. Glancing at the ban list, funny how some cards are common. Yeah, some of these cards, like, you kind of wonder about it, but then, I mean, if they weren't printed as common, we wouldn't get the opportunity to play them in this wonderful format. Go for Geomancer's Gambit here, something they cannot Spellstutter Sprite. We get an untapped land with this one. And draw a card. We get another Wildfire. Okay, they're going to spell stutter this one. We could Galvanic Blast the Sprite, and that means the Wildfire resolves. It's not the greatest. Because now it means the Lightning Bolt isn't going to kill the Gurmag Angler. Alright, that's all of our basics. Probably should have left the Galv Blast to block and kill the Gurmag Angler, but we need to take the Monarch back. So if they're only taking... Yeah, see, they're not even going to attack with it. They can just hit us for 1 a turn, draw the extra card. Oh, they're going to switch it out with Ninja and draw an additional card? Ridiculous. They're doing some good stuff here. I'd like to start cascading, please. We've done the wildfire thing. Let's do the cascade thing now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Draw cast down. So they probably have Spell Stutter Sprite in hand. Maybe we can bait it with a Night's Whisper. Okay, they do. So this can get rid of Gurmag Angler now with a cast down. Alright, let's double attack. They'll have to double block or we take the Monarch. We have a good block for the Ninja. Okay, so we're taking the Monarch here. Oh, they could have Snuff Out. Okay, yeah, they Snuff Out Boarding Party. Makes sense. Not exactly why that card is in the format, but makes sense why they blocked the way they did. Took that trade before, definitely take it again. And there's another Thorn. I mean, they already have the Monarch, so Thorn isn't doing too much except having Death Touch, which is pretty good. And another Gurmag Angler coming down. Opponent has the board. Really need to hope for an Altisaur into Boarding Party turn here. Another cast down. So like we can cast down the Gurmag Angler, but they still have the Thorn to block and trade. And every turn they're gaining advantage with the Monarch. They've had the Monarch for way too long now. You can see though, like we've still held in it, even though they've had the Monarch for so long, but they're going to be able to grind us out with it. We needed to find some way to take it earlier. The cool thing is we've actually gone through more of our deck than the opponent has. But most of that is on the table here. The Cleansing Wildfire and Geomancer's Gambits were pretty good at taking the lands out of the deck, but only the basics. I've still got a few artifact lands in there. So while we mostly only have gas in the deck, there are still a few lands left to draw. Cast down, kill our creature, take away all hope. And they crash in for 3. Is that another ninja? Could it be? Ninja returns Spell Stutter Sprite, so they just get to return Counterspell to hand, draw an extra card, draw a card at end of turn for the Monarch. Why am I not playing this deck? I have played this deck several times. It's quite good. It is the best deck in the format. Hey, there's a good draw. Into a Bonder's Ornament. Was really kind of hoping for a boarding party, but it is what it is. Probably got a counterspell for the Bonder's Ornament, so we can't draw the extra card, and then just a removal spell for the Altisaur. They can even just hard cast the cast down. Or sorry, a snuff out. And that's game. Alright, what are we going to do? We're going to bring in a pair of Pyroblasts, Fiery Cannonade, and I think that's it. As to what we're going to bring in, what do we take out? Galv Blast and Lightning Bolt aren't that hot. I do like having, like a way to kill Ninja, though. Cast down is pretty crucial to be able to kill the Gurmag Angler. Yeah, I think mostly I don't like these ones because they just get countered by Spell Stutter Sprite so easy. I guess we'll keep it. It's not great, but we can foretell a Packmate turn 2. We have Pyroblast to kill a Ninja. We might want to hold up Pyroblast to kill a Ninja if they play a spell turn 1, but they don't. So we're just going to be able to foretell this. Augur of Boros. What do they hit? Cast down. We could find a cast down of our own. Start by playing this. We find a Wildfire. I think I'm going to play the Drossforge Bridge here. Don't really like taking down Pyroblast, but the only way they're going to be able to hit us with a Ninja is if they kill the Packmate. So they would have to snuff out. Okay, nice. No ninja. Another cast down. So we're going to go Cleansing Wildfire to start, and then we'll see what we draw. See, we got a bunch of red and black. Let's go get a forest here. Find another boarding party. Play this. And attack. Alright, so they got a ninja. I think we try and cast this down. They can't spell stutter it, and if they spend like a full-on counter spell on it, then we can cast it down next turn. And we're going to have access to boarding party starting next turn, and we have Pyroblast this turn. Another Augur, sure. Ah, you find Snuff Out. They got a bunch of removal. You're going to be able to kill our stuff. Nice. Wondering if I should just go for Altisaur here. Probably boarding party, hold up Pyroblast. They may have removal, but at what cost? You want to snuff out my Packmate? It'll cost you, and they do. So they pay 4 life to prevent taking 3. And we're still fairly even as far as cards in hand go. There's a Thorn, so here's the Monarch coming back into play. And they could have Spellstutter Sprite for our Pyroblast, unfortunately. I think we just go for another boarding party, swing in. Now, Visionary is just terrible at swinging here. I think I'm going to play Altisaur. Altisaur is much better at attacking. Alright, here comes the Wolf. Draw a card. Get a Wildfire, play Altisaur. Rudicell, thanks for the follow, friend. Pass back. We're really hoping to take the Monarch back on this coming turn. So yeah, they're going to be able to kill our Altisaur with another cast down. But we'll have a boarding party next turn. Another blocker, another draw. How about you miss? How about you miss on one of these? Grabs a Preordain. Oh, that was the Evolving Wilds. Clicked too soon, but there it goes. Yeah, I miss on these things all the time too. Like my collected companies find Bird of Paradise. All right. What do they have here? Echoing Decay. I see. That would have been something that we could have done, handsome. But we're going to go for the Pyroblast here to save the wolf. Alright, so they got another Preordain. They don't have as many creatures on the board, but they're cycling through their deck. They put one card top with the other Preordain. It might have been that Preordain itself. Alright. Is it our turn? Oh, they're going to attack, so they must have a ninja. And they're holding up black mana specifically, so they probably have more cast down. Wildfire... I don't believe so. No, it says may search their library. It is not a must shuffle. Finds a Brainstorm. Another Altisaur. I do like playing Altisaurs. And maybe we find a boarding party with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fiery Cannonade. We lose our Visionary for their Ninja. I don't think I cast this. Mars, thanks for the follow, friend. 7 mana for a 6/5 trample. Doesn't even have haste. What are we doing? They're going to need to use another removal spell here, or they lose the Monarch. They do have another cast down. But they had to use it on the wolf instead of the Altisaur, so that's a win. But the Monarch over here is just like continuously getting them more value. They just go ahead and snuff out our creature. Costs 0 mana, kill our best creature. If anybody here is like looking for really, really strong Pauper decks to play, Dimir Faeries, best deck in the format. Lesnar, hello! Do we have more dudes than they have removal? Some of the time. If they did not have the Monarch, absolutely we would. But they have the Monarch, so one-sided Howling Mine is pretty good. Stop playing stuff! Okay, they missed this time. We've already seen this Brainstorm. Hey, boarding party, okay. Dimir Faeries is awesome only when you're not piloting. I feel the same way. Missed by one card, right? There's the boarding party we wanted off of the Altisaur. So we could play a Visionary or we could play a Wildfire. I think I'll probably play Visionary post-combat. Attacking with Visionary is bad. We'll just attack with Boarding Party, take out a bunch of their stuff. I mean, they can just block with, like, Fairy Seer or Augur of Bolas, or just play another removal spell, why not? I think I'm going to play Wolf instead. This creature has some teeth. Again, we've just been tearing through our decks. We're on turn 10 over here. We're both about halfway through our decks. Opponents only have 24 cards left, actually. So, opponent has drawn a ton through the Monarch, through Ninja. And then pulled a few cards out of their deck as well with Evolving Wilds and Ash Barrens. Alright, Gurmag Angler, that is a problem. We do have one cast down left in the deck. But it's going to be difficult to get through that. Another boarding party. When 4 boarding parties aren't enough. Again, like, Fiery Cannonade just is not good here. I thought we were going to be killing a bunch of, like, Fairy Seers and Spellstutter Sprites, but instead they got Augur of Bolas. Too bad. Yup, makes sense. That's alright. We'll lose this match and move on to the next one. Unfortunate that we've had 2 losses in a row here, but I don't think you can ever really feel too bad about losing to Dimir Faeries. It's kind of like feeling bad about losing to Hammer Time in Modern. It's one of the most played decks, it's one of the best decks, it's just going to happen. We'll keep this. We get a turn 2 Night's Whisper. Actually, we probably won't Night's Whisper turn 2 because that would mean we would discard the hand size. But I think I'm going to start with Darkmoss Bridge. Are there any 4-drop Cascaders? I'm not sure about that one. Oh, what a draw off the top. Okay, let's get started right away. Let's play Great Furnace, and we'll go get Forest. We don't have very many black cards, right? Like, generally I'm only going to need 1 black mana, but we've got a lot of green, so let's go get Swamp. Ardent Elementalist. Excellent. Oh, straight up Counterspell. Sure. You got it. Why not play Counterspell in, Oh, okay, this is... I don't think this is Classic Affinity then. Neat. They could have another Counterspell here for our Geomancer's Gambit, but we're going to go for it. Wow, double counterspell hand. Okay. Oh, see? Opponent's like, see, this is how you wildfire. First you cast Thoughtcast for no mana, then wildfire when the opponent's tapped out, obviously. Oh yeah? Well, how do you feel about I'm the Monarch? Whoa. Now stay out of my swamp. Oh yeah, the new Kiln Fiend. So, if you were to play the old deck, is it Blitz? You would have Delver, Kiln Fiend, Festival Crasher, and Cyclops. So you'd have a bunch of creatures at that point. Yeah, sure. I don't care. Kill my creature. I just don't play one of your own. Nice. Just keep drawing. Just keep drawing. All right, we're starting to get an advantage. Let's get Swamp. Boarding Party. Nice. Gonna draw another card at end of turn here. And we're really going to show how the Monarch... Ooh, nice. They're going to be able to steal the Monarch from us with that. But hopefully we'll be able to take it right back with Boarding Party. I don't know, I don't know, like, Delver might be better than Festival Crasher. Mnemonic Wall. Gets, what, Galvblast? Thoughtcast? Counterspell? Makes sense. Oh, wow. They go after my creature immediately. I mean, I guess that sort of makes sense. Boarding Party is going to get blocked by Mnemonic Wall, and if they have Ephemerate, we're in a bit of trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we don't have enough mana for a cast down. If we want to do Boarding Party. Alright, do you have Ephemerate? No, they don't have it. Nice. Okay. Let's play the Slagwoods Bridge. Pass back. Hope we can take the Monarch back next turn. Another Mnemonic Wall. Probably gets Galvblast again. Kill the Boarding Party. Alright, untap land, please. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have the Visionary to attack as well. So what mana do we leave open? Probably... I would prefer to hold up red-black. Guess we'll hold up red-green in case we get Lightning Bolt. Or Galvblast or something. Another Night's Whisper. Alright, attack with 2 creatures. Yes! We take the Monarch back. That's what this game is all about. Put a land down. They're going to be able to take it back pretty easily. They have Spellstutter Sprite, but we get to draw that card. They have to tap Spellstutter Sprite to attack. And Altisaur has Reach, so next turn we're going to be able to block the Sprite. Late to Dinner Mnemonic Wall. It's pretty good. So opponent is well versed in value. Get Galv Blast back. Galv Blast is doing so much work for them, killing all of our boarding parties. I'll just take the Monarch then. Don't even have to attack. I just take it. And we have instant speed cast down. So if they try to ephemerate something, we can respond. I guess I can attack with boarding party. I mean, they have the Galv Blast for it, but we can make them cast it. Nice. I wonder if they know that Altisaur has Reach. They're going to ephemerate. Let's try a cast down. Spellstutter Sprite. Do not have the mana for Galvanic Blast left. Unfortunate. So they are going to be able to ephemerate the Mnemonic Wall. Fortunately, Galv Blast is not enough to kill an Altisaur. Attack me. Damn, they know. Let's take some lands out of the deck. Draw some cards. We're going to have to discard a card here, I think. If we attack with Altisaur, they can block and then use a Galvanic Blast to kill it. At the moment, we're just drawing more cards than the opponent will win this game eventually. Alright, try and stop the Mnemonic Wall thing again. Alright, so they dispel. They only have one card left in hand. Let's try one more time. Do you have another counterspell? No, you don't. Ephemerate does nothing. And it's gone. Okay, so you are going to take the Monarch back, but we get to kill one of your Spell Stutter sprites. Alright, do you have Rhino? No Rhino. Yep. Okay. Killing a bunch of our stuff. Yeah, they killed all our stuff. Fortunately, we still have all these. I guess we should have drawn some cards there, see if we drew Boarding Party. We could have attacked with it. Wow. Yep. They kill all their stuff. But they keep the Monarch. Good job. Good job! You kept the Monarch. Way to go. Now what? Play a land pass. Seems good. I've been there, friend. Alright, let's get this clock started. See if we draw like a Lightning Bolt or a Galvanic Blast here. Perfect. No need to pass the turn. Let's just end it there. Cool. Alright, we got a game 1. I think that was our first win of the day. Okay. So let's think about what we're playing against here. We're playing against a Jeskai deck with Cleansing Wildfire and Late to Dinner, so they're doing a bunch of graveyard shenanigans. So let's see here. Duress could be okay. Pyroblast seems very good. Not sure about Cannonade. I don't think Cannonade's very good here. Weather the Storm is bad. Ancient Grudge is bad. Edict could be okay. Because even if they end up blinking their creature in response to the Edict will still happen, and they'll still have to get rid of the creature. Not a big fan of Lightning Bolt in this matchup, but the Galvanic Blast is okay. Not a fan, but we do have Night's Whisper early. We have Pyroblast. We'll try it. Thanks for the luck. Edict is good, especially if the game goes in deep. Yeah, exactly. It's like 2 cards for 1, so seems like it should be good. I like the double Pyroblast. We should be able to get a 2 for 1 for that. Or use it to... well, yeah, generally I'm going to be hoping to try and get as many 2 for 1s as possible. If we play Night's Whisper here and it resolves, then we have to discard a card to hand size. So let's pass back. Yeah, Gambit is Wildfire, costs 1 extra mana, and the land comes into play untapped. Almost the exact same card. Cleansing Wildfire. Let's see here. So we already have a black mana. We have double red. Let's go get a forest. And we draw Boarding Party. Nice. All right, pass back. We got Pyroblast up. I'll throw a counterspell at Thoughtcast. Nice. 2 for 1. Now that makes me think that they don't have counterspell. Because I think they would have used it if they did. Another Wildfire. I think I play the Wildfire. Means I take down Pyroblast, but I'm fine with that. If I get a Wildfire to resolve here, ramp, ramp, ramp. Let's go. So they were on the play. They have 5 lands, I have 6 lands. Ancient Grudge would have been pretty good. Yeah, I think we should have brought Ancient Grudge in. We'll bring it in next time. Safe against Blood Moon, exactly. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So I could go Boarding Party plus Pyroblast, but Pyroblast isn't looking too good here. I could hold up the Pyroblast, which is pretty good. And then if they try to evoke the Muldrifter, I have a response. I also just like Chainer's Edict, kill the Muldrifter, and then maybe play like Crimson Fleet Commodore. That seems pretty good. Let's do that. I heard you like being the Monarch. I sure do. Another Muldrifter? Countered. 2 for 1. I know, like, technically this is a 1 for 1. I'm countering 1 card with my Pyroblast, but Muldrifter draws 2 cards. So 1 mana, counter your 5 mana spell seems really good. Monarch is so busted on these types of board states. Yeah, basically, Shrek just won the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boarding Party. Like, we have too much advantage here. Okay, not casting that. It does happen sometimes. We've seen it in previous games. You Cascade, and you don't get to cast anything. But we are swinging in for 11 damage here, so it's hard to be sad about that. Shrek just won your heart. Shrek does work. One of the reasons why Shrek is so good is because it'll close out a game so quickly. 5 power with trample, it's going to do some damage. And, you know, you're not blocking Shrek with the Thraben Inspector. And he's a pirate, that's right. So Fiery Cannonade does nothing. Another Wildfire. So let's see here. If I draw a card with a Visionary, I don't have enough mana to Boarding Party, but if I draw cards with Night Whisper, I might have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Wow. Wow. Just draw Boarding Party off the top. Like we wrote it up. Okay. I'm in. Pirate Tribal, let's go. Oh, you were playing Pirate Tribal too? Yeah, you got the counterspell. You did it. You countered my boarding party. Which is pretty good, you know, like 2 mana for 6 mana, 1 card for 1 card. That should be fine, except I got the Visionary to come down as well. So my spells are 2 for winning the opponent. I still get to keep the Monarch. I have an untapped creature. Looks like, yeah, they're going to get the Spell Starter Sprite down here, so they're going to be able to take the Monarch back. But they have to attack in order to do that. So their Spell Starter Sprite is going down. And if they think that a follow-up of Cannonade is going to be good enough, then they're going to get a Rude Awakening. You forced it after... Oh, forced it after picking up a Legendary Pirate. Nice. Hey, there's Dust to Dust. Remember when that card just annihilated me match 1? Good thing we got all these basics, because wow. Alright, you got another spell? Hydroblast? Yep. Yeah, do you have a way to kill this? Cannonade, you do! You monster! What am I going to do? How will I get the Monarch back? Oh my god, I'm ruined! I think I want to play the Visionary here. Let's play another creature. Go ahead. Opponent has 0 cards. I just took the Monarch back because I had another Shrek. So, pretty sure this game is over. Oh, this looks like a Muldrifter. No, it's Mnemonic Wall. Okay. Mnemonic Wall... Galv Blast, kill Shrek? Oh, you're going to go for Thoughtcast. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Good call. That's definitely the best one. Thoughtcast, draw 2 cards, and hope. Because no 1 card in their graveyard was going to get it done. Alright, so they have 2 cards in hand. Don't know what they have. One of them could be Ephemerate. We only have 1 removal spell, so I guess we'll just swing in with 2 creatures. Do we have any boarding parties left? We do. We should probably play Altisaur. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We do not have enough mana for Altisaur plus Cast Down. I would like to keep up Cast Down so they can't Ephemerate. I'm just going to attack. Oh yeah, I do have Edict in Yard. That's true. Edict is actually pretty good here, but we only have 1 black mana, so we can't cast it. Edict does cost double black on flashback, but good catch. I did not see that. Our other black source got exiled previously. Alright, no answer to the Commodore, so they take a bunch of damage. Let's see here. What am I going to play now? I think I'll play Packmate. Get a land. I think I'll play... I want to play Ornament so I can play tap land, I guess. And this way I don't have to discard a hand size. And I can hold up Cast Down if they try to Ephemerate. If you didn't attack with Elf, you could Altisaur plus hold up Cast Down. Oh, yeah. Okay, opponent kills our creature and then concedes. And we win a match. This looks like a keep to me. This would be a keep against basically anybody, but on the play, we get to Cleansing Wildfire turn 2 and have Galv Blast up turn 3. So this could be quite strong. Although if the opponent plays like a Glistener Elf turn 1, we might want to just throw a Galv Blast at it immediately. Unfortunately, Galv Blast is not Lightning Bolt. Galv Blast could actually be countered by a Mutagenic Growth. Is there a Slivers list? I mean, there's definitely a Slivers list in Pauper. I have played it. You could check out my YouTube and do a quick search for Slivers. And that would absolutely come up for you. Alright, so no creature turn 1. That's fantastic. That's ideal. Let's go ahead and Cleansing Wildfire. Go get a swamp. Card advantage means GG. Yes, usually it does. There are certain exceptions. Alright, we'll just pass the turn from here. For example, with Infect or Stompy, things like that, where you're just trying to put your creatures onto the board and win the game as quickly as possible. Burn as well. They're not interested in card advantage, they're interested in just ending the game. Alright, this is actually scary. We could play Packmate as a blocker. We could Galv Blast. I think I just play Packmate here as a blocker. Yeah, high impact individual cards. And when you're playing in Pauper, you just need to have that kind of thing. What do you think about the banned cards? Walls are back. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and hit F2 here. Alright, so we're going to block here. If we didn't block, we would probably just be dead. As is, they'll have some cards to save their creature. Our Packmate will be dead, but maybe we will live, and maybe we can kill the Glistener Elf on our turn. So Sorceress Queen was just asking about what the last ban was. Just trying to recall what it was. It was Daze, right? Daze and Gush. And Probe. Oh, Astrolabe. And, yeah, Fall from Favor. That's right. It was Fall from Favor was the last one. Yeah. Alright, so hopefully they don't have Mutagenic Growth in hand. Oh, crap. Did I miss Metalcraft? Not this turn, though. It would have had to have been... Oh, shit, I did. Fuck. Well, I'm going to go ahead and mark that one down as a punt. Super punt. Sorry, friends. Did not pay enough attention to what was going on here. And we're probably going to lose the game because of that. Alright, we're in this position now, so we just got to deal with it. We cannot play Packmate. We can play Geomancer's Gambit, go get Mountain, hope we draw Lightning Bolt. Alright, thanks, handsome. Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do here. Thanks for the Luck Islands, we're going to need it. No, because we need Mountain and Bolt. So yeah, we can't draw 2 cards with May. No, because we get Mountain. Okay. I'm just so tilted after that. That's just the worst. All right. Get Mountain. Draw Lightning Bolt. No luck. All right. So they have 2 cards in hand. Hopefully one of them isn't a pump spell. Glistener Elf should be dead. And now we're dead. No, we're not. We're not dead yet. Not dead yet. To be fair, he didn't write it fast enough. Yeah, chat. You should have told me that I was going to be stupid before I made the mistake. Ugh. I expect that, chat is going to respect me enough to think that I can play well, even though, like, that's obviously not the case. Alright, big creature, big butt, let's block. Oh yeah, added a bunch of new rewards. Now that we have the webcam, can start doing other stuff, right? Didn't really make sense to add a bunch of physical stuff if you can't see what's going on. Going to attack with Packmate here. We got a few creatures back here to block. We'll just keep on putting creatures out. Oh my. Was this a huge mistake? I mean, like, if they have Apostle's Blessing, pro-green, nothing we could do anyways. Save them for a sweet mustache? Sweet. Okay, yeah, the Rancor goes, but still 3 is lethal. Well, I'm disappointed in myself for this one, but it's part of Magic. We will make mistakes. And sometimes we will be punished for them. Case in point. You cannot make mistakes against Infect. Cannonade is a possibility. Chainer's Edict is definitely. Duress for sure. Not a big fan of Altisaur here. Never forgive, never forget. So let's see. We got 5 more cards to cut. Cut Bonder's Ornament. Cut a Boarding Party. Cut a Packmate. I don't want to cut too many creatures because I want to be able to block. But maybe I should actually be cutting these Visionaries instead of the Packmate. Because Visionaries died a Cannonade. Alright, let's try this. So let's see here. Pyroblast doesn't work. Grudge does... I mean, Grudge does hit one of their creatures. So maybe it's actually good enough to bring in. Only need another 30,000. Any spoilers on what kind of style you would set me to? I'd cut the Gambits and keep the party and Packmate. Yeah. I think we just need more creatures, you're probably right. I mean, creature's a blocker. I am interested in these Grudges, though, because it kills one of their Infect creatures. Just 1 for 1. I mean, it's even better, right? Better than 1 for 1. Doesn't kill it with damage, kills it like a cast down. Rudberg, thanks for the follow, friend. Not great, but we got a Night's Whisper turn 2. I'm gonna try it. Probably get punished, but we'll see. I like the Night's Whisper turn 2, but these boarding parties are just gonna rot in hand for a while. Alright. No Glistener Elf. No Glistener Elf. Okay, Augur. That's not a Glistener Elf. Lightning Bolt. Nice. I'm going to play the Tree of Tales, Night's Whisper. Sure. Cleansing Wildfire seems fine here. We can play Great Furnace, Wildfire, Lightning Bolt. There's the Glistener Elf. Nice. This is good for us. Bolt your critter. It's going to take 2 mutagenic growths to save it. Okay, Cleansing Wildfire, our bridge. And we go get... We got a lot of black mana. I think we just go to get another mountain. And Fiery Cannonade. Nice. Alright, we got some cards. Oh, I didn't change the deck list. Is Invigorate Pauper legal? No, it is not. That is definitely banned. So, Fiery Cannonade will be countered by Mutagenic. I think we have to go for it. Nice. Yeah, it was legal, but yeah, it was awful to deal with. Okay, so they put Rancor onto their Augur. They're going to start attacking for regular damage. So let's play Boarding Party. Get a Packmate, perfect. That's a blocker for the Augur. Now we can just attack for 6. Let's Cascade. That's what we're going to be doing for the next couple turns. Let's party! Still going to block. They have to Mutagenic to save the Augur. Yep, that's fine. We're going to take 3 damage. They're going to take 6. Actually, they're dead. Boarding Party kills them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boarding Party. GG. Let's move on to the next one. I was just listening to some Beastie Boys. Nice. I'm telling y'all, it's a barrage. Alright, if you didn't block, you had lethal. I guess, yeah, I could have checked to make sure that they were going to be able to do significant damage there, but I thought, like, if they Mutagenic to kill my Packmate, then they're still taking damage, and the Boarding Party was going to finish them, so... Alright, I don't think we make any changes. I'm just going to stick with it as is. Why not 4 Galvanic 2-Bolt? Because sometimes I'm not going to have Metalcraft and Bolt is better. Yes, I love this hand. Keep the hell out of this hand. Nice. Okay, well that is bad for the Chainer's Edict, but it does mean they don't have turn 1 Glistener Elf. So we can play this tapped, and we'll have access to red mana next turn. Nothing? Oh, I like that a lot. Play this other tap, land pass. Oh, they did keep 7, I guess, this time. So, like, that's a big difference. Alright, that has regenerate. We're gonna have to kill that. I'm gonna, Galv Blast it in response. Actually, cancel. Lightning Bolt in response. There we go. Lightning Bolt is better in this case, because if they have Mutagenic, it's not gonna work. And now Briar Shield is fizzled. Seems pretty good. Let's play Visionary. Cannonade, nice draw. That makes me like less interested in playing the Visionary, but I got a ramp, got a draw. But the Cannonade being able to kill the plant, unlocking Chainer's Edict later on, that's pretty decent. Another Blight Mamba. Do you have another land? You don't have a land? Ooh, this could be bad for you. Another Cannonade. Alright, so... I think... Yeah, I gotta tap the Visionary to cast the Cannonade here. And then if they try to save the Mamba, we can Galv Blast it. Nice. Cool. Chainer's Edict unlocked. Go for a Knight's Whisper here, try and hit an untapped land. We miss, and we don't have anything for the Duress, so we just gotta pass back. Plays Forest, passes back to us. That's excellent. We get a cast down, good draw. But we are a little bit stuck on lands here, so we could... I think we're going to Foretell and Duress. So let's start with the Duress. Get a look at their hand. Maybe take like a Rancor or something. Oh, they have a Tangle? Neat. Alright, so I like taking the Vines. We'll Foretell this. Pass back. And we'll leave that open so that we can see what we're playing through. Alright, Augur, not a problem. You want to put Rancor on that? Like, go right ahead. Why don't you go ahead and put a Briar Shield on it too? Galv Blast. Alright, so let's go ahead and draw a card. See if we can hit land. Again, we miss on land. Alright, but we got a card to play, so we're not going to discard the hand size. We get to take one of their cards. Get rid of this Briar Shield. They only have Tangle left. Come at me, I am here! Yeah, I don't need to draw lands. What are you talking about? I think I'll just Foretell a Wolf pass. Could Chainer's Edict? Could Chainer's Edict attack? If they want to tangle my wolf, seems fine. They're probably going to want to wait for a boarding party, though. All right, this is the first time that we've kind of paused like this in the match. And there we go. We're back into it. Sorcerer's Cream might have just stepped away from the keyboard for a moment there. No way to really know. Let's just pass back. Another Colony Garden. Good timing on our Chainer's Edict then. And an Augur. Okay, so they have one unknown card in hand. So, sorry, no, the other card is Rancor. We know the other card. Hey, we found a land. And it's an artifact, so Galv Blast is doing 4 now. I'm going to go ahead and foretell another Packmate and pass the turn back. Do I want to attack? Attacking should be fine, actually. So they have one unknown card. I think I'm going to let this happen. And then if they try to do, like, huge damage or something, yeah, I'll Galv Blast now. Because we know what the last card is. We know, like, okay, we get the Augur and the Briar Shield for the Galv Blast. They do get the Rancor back, but we still got a 2-for-1. And another Chainer's Edict off the top. So let's see, if I play the Packmate, I'm not going to get anything hasty, so we might as well just attack first. And then I think I'm actually going to play this Packmate, since they don't have anything with haste. I'm going to cast this one for the full 4. And then maybe we'll play this one later for the reduced cost when we have other things we might be interested in doing. Because, like, I could play this and then hold up Cast Down, but they didn't have any creatures in play, so I didn't need Cast Down at that time. Alright, so let's see here. Cannonade kills their creature, but not mine. I think I just Chainer's Edict. Like, seems like the easiest option. Hit them with Edict, and then play this Packmate after combat. Yeah, that's enough for them. We did get, like, a lot of removal the games 2 and 3. And I mean, that's basically what we were trying to do, is just, like, as much removal as possible. Just kill their Infect creatures every time. And Chainer's Edict is very, very good at that. I guess we can Night's Whisper turn 2. I think that's good enough to keep. Alright, so what do we think the opponent is playing? Seen 6 days ago playing red-green, huh? I mean, with Trophy Leader, I would guess Dimir. Baron Moore to start. Baron Moore. Curious. Another Baron Moore? Are they playing Cycling? They're probably playing Cycling Storm. Maybe it's Tour de France? Anyways, Gambit here. Gravestorm, I think so. I wonder if they're playing any basics. Probably, right? They gotta be playing some basics. I'm not gonna risk giving them a land here. Yes, go get a forest. Okay, yep, cycling. Don't really have a great board for this one. Last list you saw had 4 swamps, that's fair. Alright, land grant, so obviously they have basics. Wow, they have double reaping in hand. Scary stuff. We have all the wolves in hand. Cast down plus foretell. I mean, yeah, we're getting rid of their mana, so they can't do a lot of stuff. Seems good. Although I do wonder... They're just going to make their mana. Makes sense. They can use that to cycle some stuff. Oh, they're going to go ahead and Manamorphose. Ah, because they'd already gotten rid of the Street Wraith, and there's Mystical Teachings. So that's going to go get Songs of the Dam. Nope, Cabal Ritual. There's the Lotus Petal. Another Petal. Okay, they're going to have a decent Reaping the Graves here. They can get, like, all their creatures back here. Definitely interesting, Reaping the Graves with Tinderwall, being able to give you extra storm, extra mana. Cool idea. That is not something I'd seen in this list previously. You think they also have Wild Cantor? Starting to look like the old Shatterstorm deck that I used to play. Stinger goes pew pew. 1 damage every cycle. Plays another Baron Moore, and we get the turn back. Find an Altisaur. Okay, let's play this. Get a Mountain. So we could play Mountain, play Packmate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kind of like playing Visionary Tapland, then we can play Altisaur next turn. Unless, you know, we draw like a Lightning Bolt or something. Then we can just kill the Stinger. We're just going to take a bunch of damage from the Stinger this turn here. This might actually just be death. We'll see. They find Cabal Ritual. They're able to make some mana. And they have a Reaping the Graves in hand, so it's looking pretty dangerous here. Let's see what we got out of the sideboard. We got Duress, Weather the Storm. Not a big fan of Chainer's Edict, but Weather the Storm might be good. We could bring in Pyroblast for Mystical Teachings, but that's pretty narrow. Imagine if you draw a Bolt, you do it in response to all the targets from Reaping the Grave so they can't return it from the graveyard. Yep. Yeah, that seems like a good way to go about it. But, I mean, we're at 9 here, so getting pretty close. Sack Tinderwall. Oh, another Manamorphose. The storm count is growing. Do they find Songs of the Damned? Do we have Weather the Storm? In the sideboard, we do. We got a 2 of. There's Reaping the Graves. And they're still going. Another Stinger. And a Tinderwall. Street Wraith. That's 2 damage. We go to 6. No, 7. Another Street Wraith. We go to 5. I think we're just dead. Because they have 3 mana, and that should be enough to kill us. Nice. I love the Tinderwall on this list. Tinderwall is working so well here. Oh, wow. Reaping the Graves? They found Songs of the Damned and were able to reap the graves? Like, GG, I guess. Love some Storm combo. What, you thought Storm was out of Pauper? Mm-mm. Nope, there's still Storm cards. Reaping the Graves and Weather the Storm. Not too sure about Duress. I guess, yeah, we gotta bring it in. Because it hits some of their best cards. Kind of wish I had some way to interact with their graveyard, but just did not put it in this deck. We could have had like a Relic of Progenitus or something, or a Nil Spellbomb. It's pretty slow, but we've got plays. Oh, our opponent is mulliganing here. How low are they going to go? Just a 6. Start with Forest Tinderwall. Cycle and land grant. Go get themselves another forest. Ah, Woodland Chasm. Cool. And that's going to give them access to black mana now. Cleansing Wildfire. So if we Wildfire the Chasm, do they still have access to black? They probably have like a swamp, right? Probably. I mean, they have Manamorphose to get black mana. They have Star in hand too. Yeah, they just have all the colored mana they need. I'm not going to risk like hitting the chasm and then them just being able to continue to storm through it. I'll hold up the Galv Blast so that I can kill a Stinger, and that'll be all. Oh, nice, another Galv Blast. We're almost halfway there. That's 8 damage, put him to 12. Couple Street Wraiths. They'll be down to 8. Double green for Manamorphose. Sure. Another Manamorphose. Sack the wall. Cycle the healer. They're almost at Cabal Ritual. Okay. That puts them to Ritual. To Threshold for Ritual, rather. There goes the Stinger. So the last card we know about in their hand is this Star. Now, I don't know anything else. I'm going to hit 6 here. I'm actually going to put my finger on 5. So if they put a Stinger into play, I'll smack the 5 button. And this will just be a little bit faster on my part, so I don't have to hit 1 every time they cycle a card. Well, Reaping the Graves. They get everything back. They left the Stinger in the yard. So they're just looking to keep on cycling this turn. They got a ton of cards in hand, so that's cool. They've nearly gone through half of their deck now. But they are tapped out, so unless they have Petal, they have to stop. Which is nice for the old Storm count. Gets reset. Boarding Party. Almost there. Let's go ahead and play a Packmate. I should have used the black mana there. I had another black mana up. Then we could have had double red up. Yeah, I needed to keep this untapped, so we had a double Galv Blast. Oh. So let's see here. They have 4 cards in hand. Pop out that revealed. Oh, that's right. Did they do another land grant just for now? All right. So the Stinger's been cast. Vantasaur's over here. Looks like they can't really reap the graves right now. So I think we just go ahead and kill this immediately. Yeah, Jund it out. Or do we wait for reaping the graves to hit? Because if we Galv Blast now, then we're giving them more storm. I think we just take the hits from the Stinger. You just won the first EDH game you ever played? Sweet. What was your commander? Alright, so we could boarding party here, but then we're tapped out. They don't seem to have a very good hand, though. I'm going to try and finish this quickly. Let's try and do this in 2 swings. Yeah, sure, I'll cast Weather the Storm, gain 6 life, make it slightly harder for the opponent to win. And they have to win this turn. Oh, Canadian. Did 1v1, other guy was playing Krark. Alright. So, fingers crossed, they don't find Song of the Damned. Street Wraith makes it lethal on board. Oh, they did find songs. Chrome Mox, thanks for the follow, friend. The graves have been reaped. Opponent is able to just grab a whole bunch of their cycling cards. They got 8 cards back in hand, 13 black mana. And they're able to just go off here, put down a Stinger. And we're tapped out, so they can just go ham here. Yeah, with double Stinger, we could absolutely just be dead to that. They're going to need to hit like cycle, 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 but yeah, we could absolutely be comboed out. I don't know. I think I'm like, yeah, I think I made the right choice with the boarding party there. It gave us a 2-turn clock. The opponent's hand looked to be not that great, but it's Storm. 10 p.m. is one of the best times to play Magic, confirmed. There you go. That should finish it off. The 3rd Stinger. They only need 3 more cycles. They cast another Songs of the Damned. Oh, they should guaranteed have it now. Would you have another Reaping the Graves in hand? Hmm. There it is, Reaping the Graves. That's GG. We'll concede here. Alright, so that was a 2-3 finish. Not the best, but it is what it is. We had some fun with Jund, but we got beat by sideboard cards. We got beat by the best deck in the format. We got beat by Cycle Storm. And then we were able to beat, what was it, Jeskai Wildfire, and then Infect. So, tough league this time. We had to deal with some bad luck. But that's part of Magic. I do still really enjoy this deck. I really, really like the Wildfire synergy with Bridge. I think that I would still continue playing this deck and hopefully getting better results. But that's something that we just have to accept when we're playing Magic. Sometimes we're going to lose, and sometimes it's going to be because of mistakes that we made, and other times it's going to be through no fault of our own. So keep on playing the decks that you enjoy. I don't know that I would change anything about this deck. I think that despite the performance, I'm still pretty satisfied with how it looks. But we need to play some more matches to really decide if we would want to change anything. I would like to play this deck some more, but it will probably be a little while before it comes back into the rotation.